Hey everybody, AstartesGaming here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Age of Vikings mod for Total War Attila. So you may notice that my main menu looks considerably different than it would in the normal game, and that's because this mod is more or less a complete overhaul for the Age of Charlemagne expansion. Before I talk too much, let's just go ahead and jump in and start playing. And so we'll go down to the Viking Age here. And you notice it takes the spot of Age of Charlemagne there. And we have 10 factions to choose from. So we have the Danelaw, which are what I imagine more or less the Saxons. You can see they're up here in like Northumbria, in like the northern part of England, just under Scotland. And we've got the Danes, who are in Denmark, or what is now Denmark. They haven't moved at all. We've got the Kingdom of Dublin. Although these guys look to be Norse. Yeah, Norse Kingdom of Dublin. They're not Irish, so they're not Gaelic, they're not Celtic. They are Norse. So you can try to conquer Ireland as the Norse if you want. The Emirate of Sicily. So we have Islam moving into the south of Europe here. So you can try to expand, Islam all the way up into Italy if you want. Maybe form like an Islamic Roman Empire or something. The Kingdom of Wessex, which is like the last Christian foothold in England. The Kingdom of Asturias, which is probably the last Christian foothold in Spain as Islam begins to move up and into Spain. And let's see, Reconquista, swords will shatter, shields will splinter, but these lands should be ours once more. So yeah, basically you're trying to conquer Spain back for the Christians. The Kingdom of Brittany, you have like, I assume what were once British. The models look a bit like the Western Roman Empire here. But yeah, you're in the the northwest of France, and you're the only Charlemagne descendant kingdom in the area. Speaking of Charlemagne descendant kingdoms, we have the Kingdom of West Francia here, or Francia. I'm not sure what the pronunciation is supposed to be, but you can see that we have King Charles here, who is a Christian king. He is seated in Paris, and he controls like the western half of France, more or less. Those actually... Oh, it's just a different zoom. Okay, I was going to say those don't look like they meet up very well. And then we have East Francia, who is ruled by Louis the German. And you can see that's probably the biggest kingdom that we're going to see in this particular expansion. Or this mod, sorry. Because it's part of the Charlemagne expansion, we lose a lot of the eastern part of the map, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we get to see this particular part of the map in a little bit more detail. And then we have Italy, which is, or was, Middle Francia for a brief period of time. But they decided to go south. I believe this is like the precursor to the Lombards, maybe? My history in this time period is not great. I know the Greek stuff a lot better. But yeah, so he controls, obviously, northern Italy, and I assume his goal is probably to, remain in control of Italy and not let the faith of Islam spread into Europe. But it looks like the faction trait is called Emperor of the Romans, so maybe your goal is to reform the Roman Empire, or at least what you can from the map that's available. I would like to try out the Kingdom of Wessex. Let's stay in England, and let's try to retake England for the Christians and the non-Norse. So we'll go hard, I guess. This is, from what I understand, the most difficult faction to play of the group here. I was tempted to play East Francia, but they're the easiest faction because they're the biggest and the most powerful. So I went with my next favorite choice, which is the most difficult, obviously. So let's go ahead and jump in and play a little bit. Okay, so part of the Age of Charlemagne expansion adds war weariness. I'm not really going to concern myself with it right now. We'll kind of learn as we play. So we control all of southern England here, although we don't have like anything over here. I wonder if we can eventually build on that spot. Winchester. So I believe no, that's Winchester right there. maybe we can turn these little hovels into a city at some point. So let's go ahead and jump into, well, let's look at technology first and see what we have available here. We have feared levy. The shires will be defended, make no mistake, enables building of barracks. That sounds pretty important. Or let's see, court scholars, to these men are charged a most noble responsibility, enables building of scribes. Scribes sound like they could be pretty important, but I think defending ourselves is going to be more important than how quickly we can learn to read and write, because again, we are the last Christians in in England, so we do need to defend ourselves. Now let's take a look at the neighbors. So we have the Danelaw up here to the north. Again, that's like Northumbria. Oh, Kingdom of Northumbria is actually its own thing. Okay. Well, oh, dude, that helmet. That helmet is so cool. I'm glad I chose this faction now. That helmet, the helmet alone does it for me. And my King's 21 too, so he's gonna be around for a while. That's cool. They're pretty strong. They're ranked 10th. We're 13th, so we're a little bit behind them. That's a little bit unnerving. But, oh, they hate us too. Let's see if we can't buddy up with some of the other Christian kingdoms. Maybe a non-aggression pact?
For you have my
cool.
attention as the ear of the
Will you offer me some money for it? That's the real question here. Moderate success. They accept. Okay, so I got free money for that. Now the strongest kingdom in this game won't attack me.
This option is used to broker trade agreements.
No. So, unfortunately, they are not going to trade with me because they have a lot more to offer. So, they stand to gain very little from trading with me. In that case, maybe Mercia? They're immediately to my north. Let's see. I'd like to know what their... Oh, right here, Christianity. So, there are some more Christians. I assume the Welsh are Christian as well. We're going to leave them as a buffer between us and the Danelaw for now. So, it might be worth trading with them. They are slightly stronger than me.
Greetings to you. I trust you come with
I might just offer them a trade agreement for now. No? Okay, I guess not. Who else is worth trading with then? The Welsh? We could try the Welsh.
I am sure you have many pleasant
A defensive
no,
alliance is an obligation.
Go away.
talk of meat, not honey.
Non-aggression pact is high. Everybody wants non-aggression pacts apparently. Trade is low. They have... What is that? Lead? Lead would be nice. I mean, I don't know what they would use lead for, but I'm sure it's useful.
Be welcome.
Let's see, we'll offer them a non-aggression pact and get some free money for it.
Speak anything but truth in our deliberations.
Let's try that. So I got another 600 gold there. I'm not sure which way we want to expand. So I'm going to leave my options open here. I'm tempted to kind of ally with Mercia, but I think we might be better off expanding that way. I just don't know. We could, they're really weak actually, so they should probably be our first targets. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's figure out our army situation first. So what do we got here? Oh, I love these portraits. So much better than the weird 3D rendered ones. So what do we got? We've got Thane Spearmen. I think that's Thane. It looks like that's how it would be pronounced. Excellent armor, excellent spotting, good attacking against cavalry. So they sound pretty good. And then we have Feared Spearmen. I think, again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. They have very poor armor, but are otherwise more or less equivalent. They're a lot cheaper, though. I imagine their morale's not nearly as good, too. It looks like they have another ability that they do not. I'm not sure what that is. It might be some kind of formation. No, they both have formations. I'm not sure. And then we have some archers. What can we recruit? So we can't recruit these guys. Huh. But we can recruit some cavalry. That would be pretty useful. Royal Companions, they're heavy infantry. I would prefer the general unit to be on horseback. Ooh, and we can upgrade our armor already. That's kind of nice. Let's see, Attila, where's my money? There it is in the top. I'm used to it being down here. Sure, we'll upgrade his armor. And while we're at it... Oh, there it is right there. We'll upgrade these guys too because they're a little bit more expensive units. These guys are what we call trash troops and aren't worth upgrading. Oh, they've got upgraded weapons too. In that case, let's grab like 2 more of them, and 1 more archer. It looks like they're gonna get the upgrades for free, so maybe I will upgrade these guys as well. I guess there's no reason. Well, I mean, wasting money is a reason, but you know what? We'll go ahead and do it, just so everybody has it. And can I recruit any more that will be available this turn? No, we'll have to wait. So we'll hold off for now. What can we do with
have the option
Winchester?
To abandon their settlements, desolating
Can I
the
turn you off,
surrounding
please?
region as they go.
There we go. Okay, so Winchester, Canterbury, and London. How is London not my capital? Interesting. Well, we've got a market village. I don't like these little thumbnails at all. They're kind of awkward looking. They're not like hand drawn. They're like cell shaded renders. I don't know. For some reason it bugs me. Fields. Let's turn those fields into farms. I think that would be pretty useful. And we got a food market, a chapel, and a court. What would that give me? More garrisons. I'm not really concerned with garrisons right now. Another chapel. Do we need that many chapels? We got 2. I don't know. I'll leave it alone for now. That's just gonna upgrade my armor and weaponsmithing. That would give me access to a couple more boats. Not particularly important right now. Christian influence would be good though. 2,000. Yeah, we'll take that one. And I think that's gonna be the end of my spending for this turn. Let's look at our faction and see what we've got going on. So, Aethelwulf, that's familiar. I think that's one of the characters in Vikings on the History Channel. Could be wrong though. It's been a while since I've watched it, but he might be. So, let's see. You can't go into any of these yet. Are you a general? Yes, you are. Okay, so he will be able to eventually. What about you guys? He's a statesman. He looks like a general. He needs an army. Both of these guys do. He also does. We've got Offa, who's a leader. Yeah, we need to find these guys some armies to lead because they all look pretty tough. He doesn't necessarily look like a general. I don't know why he's even got the helmet on. Why don't you seek a wife since you're 20 years old? Sure, yeah, seek a wife for yourself. Is he doing it? Yeah, he is. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for this turn. Let's go ahead and advance. I'm curious to see what happens here because I feel like there should be another city over here somewhere. It just seems awfully spread out. But what do I know? Oh, a provincial governor, right. Do we want to give it to Alfred? Yeah, let's give it to Alfred. And that will do it. Oh, an edict too? How do I do that? I forget the controls in this game. Edict, here we go. What do we want to do? Resettlement was going to reduce construction costs and boost growth. That would be pretty handy. Militarization. I don't really need that right now. Culture society would boost my research and sanitation. That sounds good for late game. Mass conscription. Not gonna be useful right now, but could definitely be later. Rural development will boost my growth and food production. How are we doing on food? Oh, we've got plenty. Urbanization, no. Auxiliary support. Bread and festivals. Let's go with resettlement, because that's going to reduce construction costs. Obviously, we're going to be doing a lot of construction, and it will boost my growth, which we're going to need in order to expand these. So that seems like the best choice. Okay, so it seems like Alfred already found himself a wife, or at least a potential one. What's all this mean? Power balance, the place for everyone and everyone in their place. Loyalty 1 or +1, corruption +2. Dominion is a measure of your influence over your faction. Control is a measure of your mastery of politics. I mean, is there any downside to taking her? She's flirtatious, but he's loyal. Sure, why not? So, he's got a wife now, that's good. Good for him. Did we not make any money? No, we're losing money. That's bad. Why are we losing money? Okay, so the Danelaw are attacking the Kingdom of Mercia. And the Strathclyde are attacking the Northumbrians. So, how are we gonna start making some money here? I need to figure out what's going on.
Ready for battle.
Let's see, we've got another army here. Maybe we should fold them into our main army. Is there any other armies I don't know about floating around? It looks like it's just the two. So, how do we want to do this?
How can I help?
I can't really afford to expand any more than that.
Ready for
I think getting rid of these guys is probably going to be the best way to do that. Oops, I always right click on accident. Yeah, let's disband this army here so that we get back into the green. And I think I'll keep the cavalry and fold them into that army. And when I can afford to, I'll add some more cavalry to it. But since we've already got this one, we'll keep it. And then I'd like to disband him next turn. What else can we do that will give us some more money? That will not. This probably would, but we don't have the technology. Let's see, one of the following must be present in this settlement's primary building slot. To construct this, we need a royal court or a palace. Really? Just to make a shipwright? That seems odd. What would this take me to? A market town? That would give me a royal court. Okay, so maybe I need this upgrade first. That would... I don't know. We'll have to see what that'll do. We don't need that open anymore. We can look at some new diplomacy now. I do want to start trading. We just don't have anything to trade. So, it might be worth moving on the Welsh, particularly these guys, because they're very, very weak from what I understand. So, we're paying these guys. Let's put them to use. I'm going to move them toward the border.
thirsty for battle.
Let's see.
Destination reached.
They have 6 units of what quality I don't know, but this is not a walled city, so it shouldn't be that difficult to take them. Why is this on fire? I don't know why that looks like it's on fire.
Warriors
Oh, okay,
all.
that's just the way it shows the sphere of influence of that army, I guess. I'd like the cavalry to get there sooner than later, but it doesn't look like that's going to be possible. I can't train cavalry, can I? Or yes, I
Ready
can.
for battle.
But it's a lot more expensive to do that than to just transfer the ones I already have. So I'll... Yeah, I'll just deal with this for now. I wish there was an upgrade we could take that wasn't... Let's get rid of this. I want to see if there's any economic buildings I can put there. We can always rebuild it, although it obviously will cost me a bit. Let's go ahead and end our turns because I need more movement points and we can't really do anything else. So, what's that? Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and end it. Alright, we've got some more wars. Looks like, oh, the two Welsh kingdoms are actually fighting each other. We can take advantage of that. Our chapel is demolished, and our research is complete. So let's see, what can we put here? A surface mine, a trading post, a muster hall, which would let me recruit axemen, javelin men, and slingers, a guardhouse, a siege engineer, or a hostel would let me recruit assassins and spies. Let's go with a surface mine. That would give me some wealth. That's what I really need. And let's see, you guys are not going to catch them, unfortunately. So hang out here for now.
Call this a garrison?
And at the very least, we can upgrade this guy. Now
Father be
then,
praised. How can I help?
what kind of garrison does this place have? Can we see? 300 wealth. It's not going to tell me what kind of garrison they have, though. I imagine it's not much. But I'd like to know. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got 6 plus whatever the garrison is. So we could be outnumbered. It's difficult to tell. I don't like the odds of that, to be honest. It says we're considerably stronger, but I don't know exactly what that means. Let's go for it. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, what are the quality of these guys? So they're very poor. Very poor. But they do have very heavy melee cav, which is a bit worrying. So we do need to watch out that we're not flanked, because they could wreck us. We don't have any cav of our own. Alright, well, let's go for it. We'll declare war. And in we go.
We take this settlement for the
So
tribe.
it's about 50-50 here. Let's see, that's their army. 2 archers, some swordsmen, some spearmen, and the general's cav unit. And then the garrison is 2 more levy spears and some more archers. It's, yeah, 50-50. How long would it take? 9 turns. Let's see, turns until supplies run out and garrison starts suffering attrition. Okay. And we have some barricades available, or they have barricades available. I think if we wait 2 turns until they start taking attrition, we might be better off. So let's do that.
Siege to their hovels.
We beat the Welsh to them. I mean, these guys are also Welsh, I assume, but we beat Wales to them. So this will be ours as long as we don't screw things up. Now then, we could do logistics, but this is the more obvious choice, so we'll take that. And I really wish we had something to tempt people into a trade with. Unfortunately, we just don't have much to offer.
The Lord will have
Let's
me listen to
see.
you, but do not pass the day in words.
Let's get
without
some money
merit.
from these guys, if nothing else. Oops, I wanted to demand payment. Low, no, okay. Well, how about 500? No. What about 300? Maybe.
The sheep
Okay, well,
ball is
200. As long as you're giving me something. Will you trade with me? No. What if I gave you that money back? Because you're a dumb AI. No. Might have to give you more than that. How much, though? Because I don't have much. Okay, so they're not interested. We just don't have anything worth trading. So we're kind of at an impasse here because we don't really have enough money to do anything. And our army is preoccupied. So let's actually get you over there, because why not? If it's going to take 2 turns, we'll hopefully get our cavalry there in time. But for now, we're going to go ahead and end our turn, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay guys, so between turns, the Kingdom of Glywasing decided to ride out and attack us, which I thought they might, because they really had no reason not to. We didn't outnumber them significantly, or at all really, although their navies aren't going to be of much use to them in this battle. So I think the numbers are a little bit more on our side, and then the game will let on. However, we are out of time, so we'll pick this battle up at the beginning of next episode. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit, and I will see you guys back here for part 2 of our Total War Attila Age of Vikings Let's Play.